The world of AI innovation moves so fast, it often feels like a new, groundbreaking headline appears every single hour. You might be wondering, how do I even keep up?
It's a lot, right?
It really is. Well, our mission today is to give you that shortcut. We're diving deep into the latest breakthroughs, industry shakeups, and the truly big questions shaping the future of artificial intelligence.
And to do that, we've meticulously gathered a stack of fresh sources for this deep dive. Everything from cutting-edge industry reports and detailed research papers to the latest news updates and insightful expert discussions.
Right.
This isn't just a summary. Think of it as a carefully curated exploration, extracting the most important nuggets of knowledge.
The key takeaways.
Exactly, to help you understand not just what's happening, but why it matters and maybe what it might mean for you.
Exactly. Our goal is to make sure you walk away feeling well-informed, perhaps even a little bit ahead of the curve, and hopefully with a few surprising facts and genuine aha moments along the way.
Hopefully.
So let's start by unpacking the strategic battleground of AI.
Sounds good.
All right, let's kick things off at what we're calling the AI arena. This is where the strategic power plays, the colossal amounts of money, and the surprising partnerships are really defining the future.
Yeah, the landscape is incredibly dynamic, isn't it? Major players constantly shifting alliances, expanding their reach.
It's like a high-stakes chess game.
It really is. And these tech giants, they aren't just building in isolation. They're actively looking for strategic alliances and expansions to, well, cement their future positions, often in really unexpected domains.
Absolutely. Take OpenAI, for instance. They've been making some aggressive moves on multiple fronts. First, in healthcare and bioscience, which is just a truly incredible frontier. Reports are surfacing about custom models they've co-developed with Retro Biosciences.
Right, Retro Biosciences. They've engineered improved Yamanaka factor variants, which, for those unfamiliar, are basically master switches.
Master switches.
Yeah, they can sort of reset mature cells back to a stem cell-like state.
Wow.
And these improved variants are leading to significant gains in cell reprogramming efficiency. It's AI literally designing things at a biological level.
For drug discovery or even anti-aging research, that's just mind-blowing.
It really is. And that move into bioscience signals a very clear, very ambitious strategy from OpenAI.
Yeah.
Their GPT-5 medical upgrades aren't just about, spitting out information. They're designed to deliver high-quality health guidance at scale.
At scale.
And they hired a former DeepMind researcher, right, for new leadership. That just underscores a serious commitment to expanding this focus.
It really shows they're serious about leveraging their core AI for these massive, complex challenges in life sciences, areas that usually take immense human research time.
And resources.
And their expansion isn't limited to specific applications. They're also building a global footprint. OpenAI just opened its first India office.
In New Delhi. Yeah, that's significant because India is already ChatGPT's second largest market.
Second largest, wow.
Their plans there include offering lower-cost ChatGPT subscriptions, fostering local innovation, hosting developer events.
So it's about tapping into the talent pool, too.
Exactly. This move into India is incredibly strategic, not just for market share, but crucially for talent. India boasts this vast, skilled tech talent pool.
Makes sense.
By establishing a local presence, OpenAI can tap into that, driving innovation and adoption beyond just the usual tech hubs like Silicon Valley.
Right. It makes AI more accessible, more localized, essential for global adoption.
Precisely.
Meanwhile, Google is pushing its vision of truly ubiquitous AI. And I mean everywhere.
Yeah, their strategy seems to be embedding it into everything.
Exactly. Gemini AI is set to power a whole range of devices, from our cars and TVs to smart speakers. They're actually replacing the long-standing Google Assistant in Nest devices by October 2025.
That's a big deadline, replacing Assistant.
Yeah, promising seamless conversational assistance across all our connected homes. That's a really significant shift in how we'll interact with our devices daily.
Well, this strategy aims to position Gemini as the central intelligence across Google's entire hardware ecosystem, doesn't it?
Pretty much a foundational layer.
Right, rather than a standalone product. But
Right.
this kind of omnipresent AI vision, it inherently raises questions, about user data, privacy, how it learns.
Definitely big questions there. And speaking of pervasive, Google also launched Gemini for Government,
Ah, yes, the government platform.
offering advanced AI tools to U.S. federal agencies at an ultra-low cost. Get this, just 0.147 cents per agency annually until 2026.
47 cents. That's practically symbolic. It's basically free.
Right.
That aggressive pricing strategy for the government sector is quite revealing, isn't it?
How so?
Well, it significantly undercuts rivals. It shows a clear intent to accelerate AI adoption across federal agencies and, maybe more importantly, to help shape future public sector AI policies.
Setting the standard.
It feels like a long-term play, prioritizing establishing that foothold and influence in critical national infrastructure over immediate revenue.
Makes sense. Now, here's where it gets particularly intriguing. Apple. Apple is reportedly in advanced talks to integrate Google's Gemini AI into Siri by 2026.
That would be massive. A huge overhaul for Siri.
Totally. Signaling a dramatic shift in Apple's usually very proprietary walled garden strategy.
And a huge effort to catch up in the AI assistant race, which, let's be honest, Siri has lagged behind in.
Definitely. Crucially, though, they're also pledging to protect user privacy by processing data on Apple's own servers.
That's key for them, isn't it? That potential partnership highlights the intense competitive pressure, Apple acknowledging they might need outside help, essentially.
Help from Google, of all players.
Exactly, but that privacy pledge is vital. Mitigating concerns about sharing data with Google is core to Apple's brand. It's a really delicate balancing act for them.
Leveraging innovation while keeping that user trust. Tricky.
Very tricky.
Then we have Meta, making big waves in content creation and infrastructure.
Right, the Midjourney partnership.
Yeah, they partnered with generative art startup Midjourney to integrate that cutting-edge AI image tech across Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, all their platforms.
The goal seems to be empowering creators, right? And enhancing user experiences with high-quality, AI-driven visuals.
And they even licensed Midjourney's tech to elevate visual quality in future products, too.
Meta's clear intent here seems to be becoming a leader in generative media. Integrating Midjourney, they're not just enhancing features, they're fostering new forms of creative expression for their huge user base.
And positioning themselves against OpenAI and Google in that space.
Pragmatically, yeah. Leveraging proven third-party tech instead of trying to build absolutely everything from scratch.
Smart. And on the infrastructure side, Meta struck a significant $10 billion cloud deal with Google Cloud.
$10 billion? That's a massive investment.
Right. To boost its AI infrastructure, it signals a deepening collaboration among these tech giants, even as they're fiercely competing elsewhere.
Well, it speaks to the immense computational demands of advanced AI development, doesn't it? Despite the rivalries, these deals show a pragmatic reality. Sometimes even competitors have to collaborate on foundational stuff like infrastructure just to push the field forward. The scale of AI training and deployment is just immense.
Well, Meta needs Google Cloud's resources to accelerate their AI project.
Pretty much. It's a necessary investment for them.
So when we look across all these high-value partnerships and expansions, OpenAI in biology, Google everywhere, Apple maybe using Gemini, what's the core takeaway here? What's really going on?
I think the most profound insight is that the future of AI isn't being built in isolated labs anymore. It's being forged through this really complex web of strategic alliances and ecosystem plays.
Right.
These giants are recognizing that no single company can dominate every single facet of AI alone.
Makes sense.
So they're leveraging each other's strengths, whether it's specialized models, huge user bases, or massive compute infrastructure, to accelerate development and ultimately to capture the broadest possible market share.
So it's a battle for ecosystem dominance.
Exactly, and collaboration is actually a competitive weapon in that battle.
Fascinating. Okay, now let's step into what feels like the absolute Wild West. Fierce rivalries, funding frenzy, and market realities.
Yes, this is where the drama really unfolds.
And nowhere more than in the ongoing saga between Elon Musk, OpenAI, and Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, this segment really highlights the personal stakes, doesn't it? The immense egos, the staggering financial figures involved in shaping AI's future. It's not just tech, it's control and vision.
Staggering is an understatement. Court filings revealed Elon Musk actually attempted a colossal $97.4 billion unsolicited bid to acquire OpenAI.
$97.4 billion.
Wow. And get this. He even approached Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg for financial backing.
He asked Zuckerberg for money to buy OpenAI. That's bold.
Apparently. Both Zuckerberg and OpenAI rejected the move, which, not surprisingly, triggered a legal battle. OpenAI then subpoenaed Meta for communications related to this.
So the rivalry is escalating into a full-blown legal showdown.
Pretty much.
It truly illustrates the sheer ambition, doesn't it? And the length individuals will go to control these foundational AI technologies. The legal fight involving Meta just underscores the escalating power plays and, frankly, the ideological clashes defining this space.
It's not just business.
Not at all. It's about the very direction of AI, with these different intense visions clashing.
And while all that drama's happening, xAI, Musk's own venture, isn't standing still.
No, they're moving fast.
They announced Colossus 2, which is targeting gigawatt-scale training.
Gigawatt scale, that's the power output of a large nuclear power plant, basically, or a significant chunk of a city's grid.
Insane scale. They also unveiled MacroHard, a pure software AI venture, and open-sourced Grok 2.
And Musk is predicting personal devices will soon run powerful AI directly on the hardware, right? Challenging the cloud app model.
Yeah, exactly.
That focus on gigawatt-scale training for Colossus 2 is an ambitious bet. It suggests Musk believes true AGI will require just unprecedented computational power to simulate complex realities, learned exponentially faster than today's models.
A brute force approach, almost.
Kind of. And his prediction about AI running directly on devices, bypassing the cloud, that's a significant long-term vision, too. It could decentralize AI power, address privacy concerns.
But huge hurdles there, right? Chip design, power, security on phones?
Massive hurdles. It's a long way off if it happens.
Okay, on another front, Anthropic. They're in a safety-first race, and they're fueling it with a massive funding round.
Right, seeking up to $10 billion.
Potentially surpassing initial targets, yeah.
Yeah.
This really underscores the intense competition to challenge the giants like OpenAI and xAI. Big investors are circling.
Anthropic's ability to attract that kind of money, even with their explicit safety focus, shows investor confidence in their unique approach.
Their focus on filtering CBRN content, for example, chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear.
Exactly. They outlined methods for doing that during pre-training, aiming for safer models without sacrificing utility. That focus on trustworthy AI is becoming a critical differentiator.
Especially as people become more aware of the risks.
Precisely. In a market increasingly aware of AI's potential societal dangers.
Okay, let's broaden out to the business of AI. We're seeing some interesting market realities and, frankly, some valuation concerns.
Yeah, it's a mixed bag.
Take Midjourney, the generative art startup. Remarkable story. $500 million annual recurring revenue with just a 40-person team.
It's incredible. That really highlights AI's new business realities, doesn't it? The potential for a huge revenue with minimal overhead.
Totally different from traditional startups.
Oh, yeah. Midjourney's lean success dramatically challenges those old notions of growth and staffing. It shows that highly specialized AI, especially in creative fields, can generate substantial value with amazing efficiency.
A stark contrast to the huge teams and costs at the big AI labs.
It's a testament to a focused, high-leverage AI product.
But this surge in AI company valuations has also sparked concerns of a tech bubble.
Definitely. We're seeing investors piling into complex special-purpose vehicles, SPVs.
And top VCs are warning about potential losses for retail investors. Even OpenAI and Anthropic themselves are cautioning against unauthorized investment schemes.
Yeah, that's a critical point about market stability. The rapid jump in valuations, the warnings from established VCs, and even from the companies themselves. It points to a potential AI hype bubble.
Like past tech boom.
Very reminiscent, where exuberance just outpaces fundamental value, leading to big corrections later. It raises serious questions about transparency and investor protection, especially for less sophisticated retail investors getting drawn in.
Right. Adding another layer here, former OpenAI staffers launching a venture fund, dubbed the OpenAI Mafia Fund.
Affectionately dubbed, yes.
And it's specifically to invest in startups committed to ethical AI.
The emergence of this fund is significant. It spotlights the rising influence of OpenAI alumni in shaping industry standards and direction.
They have the inside track.
Exactly. These folks have firsthand experience with frontier AI development. Their focus on ethical AI through investment could guide the next generation of startups toward more responsible practices, a potential counterbalance to purely profit-driven ventures.
Interesting dynamic. And one key acquisition to mention, Databricks acquired Tecton.
Right, to deliver real-time data for enterprise AI agents.
So what's the significance there?
Well, it strengthens Databricks' position in the booming enterprise AI sector. Real-time data is absolutely crucial for effective AI agents, especially in business where decisions need to be instant. Think fraud detection, personalized customer service.
Makes sense. It needs fresh data.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This acquisition enables more intelligent data analytics, streamlines model development for their clients. It's a big advantage.
So after looking at these intense rivalries, the massive funding, the market realities, What's the defining characteristic of this AI arena right now? It feels chaotic.
It's a blend, isn't it? Exhilarating innovation, strategic pragmatism, and definitely some speculative frenzy.
Yeah.
On one hand, you have companies like Midjourney showing immense value with lean teams, and Anthropic building on a safety-first ethos. That's the pragmatic innovation side.
Okay.
On the other hand, the sheer amount of money pouring in, the bubble warnings, it reveals a market that's both incredibly promising and potentially overhyped.
High stakes.
Very high stakes. The winners will likely be those who can balance that audacious vision with sustainable, ethical development and clear value creation, not just chasing the next billion-dollar valuation.
Right. Substance overhype. Okay, let's shift gears. Let's zoom in on the core engines of AI.
Under the hood.
Exactly. The actual breakthroughs happening in models and efficiency that are powering all these industry shifts.
Yeah.
This is where we get into the nitty-gritty.
And this section really reveals the incredible pace of fundamental R&D. It's not just about building bigger models anymore. It's increasingly about smarter, more efficient, more specialized ones.
Tackling specific challenges with precision. We're seeing some serious leaderboard reshuffling in the LLM space, which is always exciting. Mistral Medium 3.1, for instance.
Yeah, crack the Arena top 10.
Ranked among the best for coding and long context queries. This really reinforces that idea that smaller models can be incredibly efficient and powerful.
Especially on El Marina for English tasks, yeah. Mistral Medium 3.1 strong performance, particularly for specific things like coding and handling lots of text, directly challenges that bigger is always better idea that dominated for a while.
Right.
It shows architectural innovations, highly optimized training. They can yield significant impact even with smaller models, and that's crucial for broader, more cost-effective deployment. Makes advanced AI practical for more people.
Definitely. And then DeepSeek v3.1 introduced something called hybrid think-non-think inference. Sounds fascinating.
It is interesting. It boasts stronger tool use, faster throughput, aggressive pricing, and it runs efficiently locally on Apple Silicon.
Plus, it used FP8 logarithmic training for hardware efficiency. That's a lot packed in.
Yeah, that think-non-think inference is basically an efficiency breakthrough. The model dynamically chooses when to engage in more computationally heavy reasoning.
Kind of like how we decide whether to really ponder something or just recall a fact quickly.
Exactly like that. Combine that with FP8 logarithmic training using low-precision data types for way more efficient hardware processing and its Apple Silicon compatibility. DeepSeek v3.1 is clearly designed for practical, high-performance, cost-effective use.
Directly tackling the cost and compute challenges.
Right, making advanced AI more accessible.
Meanwhile, GPT-5 continues to show dominance. Led the new MCP Universe Agent benchmark across hundreds of tasks and tools.
231 tasks, 133 tools. Yeah, impressive benchmark performance.
And get this, it even set a gaming milestone. Reached Victory Road in Pokemon Crystal far faster than prior systems.
Beating Pokemon Crystal. Okay, that demonstrates some serious strategic planning and execution in a dynamic virtual world. Understanding game mechanics, long-term goals.
Yeah. Perplexity is also enabling a reasoning-oriented GPT-5 thinking mode for its max users.
Right, indicating a focus on leveraging its deeper analytical abilities, moving beyond just info retrieval to more complex problem solving.
And it reportedly showed strong spatial intelligence across 8 multimodal tests.
That spatial intelligence is key for multimodal interaction, shows a richer understanding of the physical world it sees. Overall, GPT-5 is showing impressive versatility and advanced reasoning.
Then there's Cohere Command A, setting new marks for enterprise reasoning and tool use.
With a massive 256K context window, right?
Yeah, huge context window. And a permissive non-commercial license, plus an open-weight reasoning variant for private multilingual deployment.
That 256K context window is incredibly significant for enterprise stuff. It lets the model process extremely long documents, think entire legal contracts, massive corporate reports without losing context.
Vital for business intelligence, legal analysis, complex customer service.
Absolutely. And offering that permissive license and an open-weight variant broadens its appeal for organizations worried about data privacy and wanting customization. They can deploy it in their own secure environment.
Good point. In the scientific modeling space, Intern S1.
Ah, the large multimodal MOE. Mixture of experts.
Trained on a whopping 5 trillion tokens. And it outperformed Gemini Pro and O3 on science tasks.
That mixture of experts architecture, where different expert submodels specialize, combined with training on such a vast data set, that allows intern S1 to get superior performance in specialized domains like science.
So for complex fields, specialized architectures and massive targeted training can beat the generalists.
On specific benchmarks, yeah, it shows there's still room for specialization.
And Avengers Pro reportedly edged out GPT-5 medium in accuracy while cutting costs by over a quarter.
Higher accuracy and cutting costs by 25%. That's a huge advantage, isn't it? Especially for wider enterprise adoption.
You'd think so. How are they doing that?
It uses a routing-based approach, apparently, which likely optimizes resource allocation, directs the computational effort where it's most effective rather than uniformly. Smart resource management in a very compute-intensive field makes advanced AI more economically viable.
Okay, so it seems like efficiency and scale innovations are truly driving things forward, maybe even more than just raw size now.
I think that's fair to say. NVIDIA research even argued that smaller language models are overtaking larger ones in real applications.
Challenging that bigger is always better paradigm again.
Exactly. While raw parameter count looks good on benchmarks, real-world apps often prioritize speed, cost, running on normal hardware like laptops or phones.
Right, practicality matters.
Smaller, highly optimized models are proving more practical and scalable for many uses, making advanced AI more accessible, more useful in everyday products. It's about impact, not just sheer scale.
And context windows are still growing, ballooning toward the 1 million token mark.
Yeah, they keep expanding. This unlocks longer horizon tasks, much more complex problem solving.
Being able to process and remember info from huge inputs, whole books, years of emails, massive code bases.
It's a game changer. It means AI can tackle more intricate tasks, understand nuanced relationships over longer stretches, maintain a deeper, more coherent conversation or analysis. It's like giving the model a form of long-term memory.
Enhancing reasoning and consistency. Got it. Hardware speedups are also huge, right? Flash attention delivering up to 7.6x transformer speedups.
Indeed. Innovations like flash attention are foundational. They tackle the computational bottlenecks in transformer architectures, making it much faster and cheaper to train and run large models.
Those underlying optimizations are crucial for cost and speed.
Absolutely essential, though often less visible than the models themselves. They lower the barrier to entry for developing and deploying models.
And it's not just about English anymore, is it?
Thankfully, no. New data practices are paying off. Small open models are closing the gap with the big frontier systems, partly because leading projects are training on multilingual datasets like FineWeb2's corpus.
And Common Crawl committed to broadening its multilingual coverage beyond its current, 43% English share.
Yeah, that commitment to multilingual data is vital for global AI equity and applicability. Training on diverse languages makes models truly global, capable of understanding and generating content beyond English.
Democratizes access for a much larger part of the world, allows for culturally relevant applications.
Exactly. Expands AI's reach and utility significantly.
And here's an interesting point. Specialized systems are really shining. Surya OCR, for example.
The OCR system, yeah.
It actually outperformed frontier LLMs on an art-self math benchmark.
That just goes to show, doesn't it? Focused AI can still surpass the general-purpose giants in very specific domains.
So generalists aren't the only answer.
It illustrates an important principle. While general LLMs are incredibly versatile, there will always be a place for highly optimized, specialized AI. For tasks needing extreme precision or deep domain knowledge, a narrowly focused AI can still achieve superior results.
Suggests a future AI ecosystem with both powerful generalists and highly effective specialists.
Exactly, each excelling in their respective niches.
So after looking at all these advancements, Mistral's efficiency, DeepSeek's hardware smarts, specialized systems like Surya OCR, what's the single most transformative shift happening in how we build and deploy AI models right now?
I think it's a fundamental paradigm shift. Moving away from the singular obsession with biggest is best towards an era of optimized intelligence.
Optimized intelligence. I like that.
We're realizing that power isn't just about raw parameters. It's about clever architectures, specialized applications, and making AI incredibly efficient, cost-effective, and precisely tuned for real-world tasks.
Which means advanced AI becomes far more accessible.
Exactly. Not just for the tech giants, but for niche players, everyday applications. It's fundamentally democratizing access to powerful AI capabilities.
Okay, let's move on to how AI is actually interacting with the world. Vision and multimodal AI, seeing and interacting with the world.
Yeah, this is where AI truly starts to get creative, understanding our visual environment in incredibly nuanced ways.
And it's evolving so quickly.
It really is, moving from just generating static images to creating dynamic, editable, even interactive worlds, blurring the lines between creation and reality.
Let's talk advanced video generation first. The breakthroughs here are incredible. Runways Aleph, for instance.
Right, introducing fluid transformations, changing environments, characters' mood,
Yeah.
while preserving motion.
That's a huge step towards literally directing AI video, isn't it? Like a virtual film studio.
It truly represents a significant leap. From simple video generation to genuine cinematic control, preserving motion coherence while dynamically altering elements, that's been a major technical hurdle.
So Aleph's capabilities suggest a future where AI is like a co-director, handling complex VFX, scene changes.
With unprecedented fluidity, yeah, it could revolutionize film and content creation.
And Kling 2.1 added precise start 10 frame control.
Yes, with a broader keyframing system rolling out too. For cinematic accuracy, they're really building on that ability to direct AI video now.
Allowing for incredibly specific artistic visions.
That addition of precise keyframing and start 10 control is vital for professional video work. It lets creators specify exact visual cues, transitions, makes AI video much more integratable into traditional workflows.
Bridges the gap between raw AI generation and high-quality storytelling.
Exactly. And we're seeing models like Luma's Ray 2 and Runway's Gen 4 Turbo climbing the video arena leaderboards.
Showcasing just how rapid the progress is in video quality. It's a constant race.
It is a fierce arena. The continuous ascent of these models highlights rapid innovation in architectures and training data. The benchmarks reflect improvements not just in fidelity, but coherence, style control, generating longer, more complex sequences.
Sometimes indistinguishable from real footage.
Getting closer all the time.
Google Veo 3 opened for free generations for a weekend.
Yeah, letting users create cinema-quality short videos with sound. And they're teasing smarter scene-aware camera guidance in Gemini Live.
Giving free access, even briefly, is a smart way to get feedback and showcase capabilities.
Absolutely. And that cinema quality claim with sound and intelligent camera guidance, it points to an integrated, immersive creation experience. Blurs the lines between user content and pro production, democratizes high-quality video creation.
Okay, shifting to image creation and editing breakthroughs, new top-tier models emerging.
Yeah, Yep.ai added Nano Banana and DeepSeek v3.1 image models. Leonardo's Lucid Origin entered the top tier of text-to-image systems.
So the field is still highly active, very competitive.
Constantly, each new model brings unique strength, specific styles, realism, handling complex prompts, pushing the boundaries. This competition ultimately benefits creators, giving them more high-quality tools.
And programmable editing is here. Alibaba's Quinn Image Edit.
Right, matching GPT-4o level quality while remaining open weights. That's significant.
Open weights. And it's live via API for programmable editing. It can even turn rough sketches into convincing 3D interior concepts.
That combination, open weights, API access, advanced capabilities like Sketch to 3D, is truly groundbreaking. Open weights democratize access, allow customization, secure deployment. Vital for businesses.
And turning sketches into 3D environments is a game changer for designers, architects.
Accelerates workflows dramatically. Huge potential there.
And for 3D editing specifically, Pinker.
Enables multi-view consistent 3D edits from just one or two images without per-scene fine-tuning.
Yeah. That's a massive leap in efficiency for 3D artists. Saves countless hours.
It is a significant breakthrough. Traditionally, 3D modeling and editing are super labor-intensive, need specialized skills, take ages.
Right.
Tinker's ability to do this from minimal input, no expensive fine-tuning, drastically reduces the barrier to entry, speeds up the creative process, hints at a future where 3D assets can be generated and modified almost as easily as 2D images.
Wow. We're even seeing browser-based editing becoming real. Web GPU accelerated semantic tracking pointing to server-free video editing.
Right in your browser. Yeah, this speaks to that broader trend of pushing powerful AI to the edge onto user devices into browsers.
Makes advanced tools accessible to almost anyone.
Without needing powerful hardware or expensive cloud subscriptions, truly democratizes sophisticated editing tools once exclusive to pros.
Finally, in geospatial and multimodal embeddings, DeepMind released Alpha Earth embeddings.
A massive 6 terabyte dataset.
Specifically to accelerate geospatial research.
The release of Alpha Earth underscores AI's broader applications in understanding complex real-world data. Geospatial research deals with vast, varied datasets. Powerful embeddings can dramatically accelerate that.
leading to breakthroughs in environmental monitoring, urban planning, disaster response.
Resource management, yeah, could have a profound impact on how we understand and manage our planet.
So after exploring all these incredible visual and multimodal AI advances, realistic video, precise 3D editing, what's the biggest shift in how we'll interact with and create digital content?
I think the biggest shift is the democratization of high-fidelity creation, coupled with unprecedented control.
Democratization and control.
AI is empowering not just pros, but everyday users to direct, edit, generate complex visual and spatial content with an ease that was unimaginable just a few years back.
It's not just automating old tasks.
No, it's enabling entirely new creative workflows, new forms of expression. The tools are becoming so sophisticated and accessible, they're fundamentally reshaping the landscape of content creation and our interaction with digital worlds, blurring the lines between imagination and reality.
Powerful stuff. All right, let's move into AI in action.
Where the rubber meets the road.
Exactly. Where we see AI stepping out of the lab, really making an impact. First up, how it's revolutionizing workflows with new tools for builders and developers.
Making AI easier to create, safer to use, more powerful for those building with it.
Right. And what's fascinating here is the maturation of agentic AI, isn't it?
Definitely. We're moving beyond static, single-task models to sophisticated systems that can autonomously plan, execute, even self-correct complex tasks, truly automating multi-step workflows.
Let's talk agentic AI systems. Neo debuted as an autonomous end-to-end ML engineer.
Orchestrated by 11 agents, that's essentially a team of AIs building and optimizing other AIs.
An AI building AI. Mind-bending.
It's a significant milestone. An autonomous ML engineer implies an AI handling the whole pipeline: data prep, model selection, deployment, maintenance. The 11 agents suggest a sophisticated internal setup where different AI components collaborate, like a human team.
Could dramatically accelerate ML development cycles, make deployment far more efficient.
That's the promise. And VoiceFlow introduced rapid agent generation from natural language specs.
Yeah, so you can literally tell an AI in plain English what kind of agent you want, and it just creates it.
That truly democratizes agent creation, doesn't it? Makes advanced AI agent development accessible to a much broader audience, even without deep coding skills.
Speeds up prototyping, allows quicker iteration. Crucial in this fast-moving field.
Lowers the barrier to entry for developing complex AI behaviors.
And for security, LangChain and Daytona released a secure, automated sandbox.
For safely running and cleaning up LLM-generated Python code. Yeah, that's crucial.
Especially for trust in these increasingly autonomous systems, given the potential for bugs or vulnerabilities.
It's a vital development for safety and reliability. As LLMs generate more code, the potential for vulnerabilities or unintended behaviors increases. A secure sandbox lets you test and run generated code without compromising your systems.
Addresses a critical security concern for deploying agentic AI in production.
Yeah.
Contains the risk.
Exactly. And we're seeing more open-source agent frameworks pop up.
Like the Deep Agents architecture, now offered as a TypeScript package.
Yeah, and open-source frameworks making it easier to turn any LLM into an agent with reasoning, memory, tools, multimodal skills.
Salesforce AI Research even introduced MCP Universe.
A live benchmark environment for testing LLM agents against real-world servers.
Why are these open-source frameworks and benchmarks so important?
Well, the frameworks accelerate innovation, foster a community, they give developers foundational tools to build sophisticated agents, and live benchmarks like MCP Universe are absolutely critical for rigorously evaluating agent performance in real-world scenarios. That's how we ensure reliability, effectiveness, responsible deployment.
Makes sense. Okay, in terms of creative and development suites, Effects removed paywalls.
Opening its creative AI suite to everyone, yeah, that's fantastic for accessibility.
Truly opens up creative tools.
Removing paywalls is a significant step towards democratizing creative AI. Allows a much wider range of artists, designers, hobbyists to experiment. Could lead to new forms of art, new expressions that might not have emerged otherwise. Expands the ecosystem.
Productivity tools are also getting a huge boost. Hugging Face's ultra-scale playbook.
Shipped UI and performance improvements to help teams plan 2025 scale deployments. Drakio added free image logging.
And Genspark launched a zero-setup in-browser AI developer IDE.
These tools directly tackle developer pain points. Scalability, deployment, ease of access. The ultra-scale playbook helps large teams manage complex AI projects. A zero-setup in-browser IDE dramatically lowers the barrier for developers to just start experimenting.
Removes friction from the development process. Makes AI more approachable for newcomers.
Exactly. Accelerates their ability to build and test.
And coding itself is getting smarter. Qwen Code deepened its VS Code integration.
With smarter, context-aware suggestions. And Rectory Coder's diffusion-based code model is powering real-time suggestions.
So AI is becoming a true co-pilot for developers.
An invaluable one. Smarter, context-aware suggestions right in the IDE like VS Code significantly boost productivity and code quality. Diffusion models for CodeGen are a new frontier moving beyond simple autocomplete to more intelligent, relevant code snippets.
Like having an expert programmer looking over your shoulder.
Pretty much, offering advice constantly.
We're also seeing a wealth of advanced learning resources. Llama Index published strategies for building persistent, durable pipelines.
Fit for real deployments. So yeah, this is about bridging that gap between theoretical models and practical production-grade systems.
Making sure AI apps are robust, reliable, handle real-world demands.
Crucial for enterprise adoption, where reliability and scalability are non-negotiable. This kind of practical guidance is key.
Anthropic published a widely praised prompt engineering series.
And OpenAI released a concise 32-page masterclass on designing, building, deploying AI agents.
These resources are becoming essential, aren't they?
Absolutely. Prompt engineering crafting effective inputs is fast becoming a critical skill. Masterclasses on agents offer practical, hands-on guidance. They represent a kind of standardization of best practices.
Accelerating the learning curve for developers and researchers, ensuring more effective use of these powerful tools.
Right. And for those wanting to go really deep, a comprehensive 277-page guide, Demystified LLM Architectures and Techniques.
Wow, 277 pages.
This kind of detailed guide is invaluable for truly understanding the underlying mechanics. Gives researchers and engineers the foundational knowledge to push boundaries, optimize existing models, develop new architectures, drives deeper understanding and innovation.
So as we look at all these new tools for builders and developers, what's the most significant trend shaping how AI systems are being designed and deployed today?
I'd say the clearest trend is the focus on democratizing autonomy.
Democratizing autonomy. Explain that.
We're shifting from building isolated single-task models to creating frameworks and tools that let developers build sophisticated, autonomous agentic systems much more easily, securely, and scalably.
So the power of AI moves from being a specialized capability
to an accessible toolkit that can orchestrate complex workflows across diverse applications. It truly accelerates development and expands who can build with AI.
Got it. Now let's explore AI beyond the lab, impacting daily life and critical sectors.
Yeah, this is where AI really becomes part of our everyday fabric, often in surprising, sometimes invisible ways.
It really shows how AI is moving from a specialized tool to an integrated assistant in almost every aspect of life. Direct, tangible impact.
Exactly.
Let's start with consumer AI experiences. Google Photos now supports natural language photo edits.
Yeah, things like object removal, stylistic changes, first rollout on Pixel 10 in the US.
That's incredibly convenient for everyday users, isn't it?
Perfect example of AI seamlessly integrating into widely used apps. Performing complex edits using natural language makes advanced creative tools accessible to everyone, not just pros.
Enhances user experience, personalizes digital interactions, makes sophisticated tasks feel easy.
Right, and Gemini Live will soon highlight salient details during camera sharing.
For more interactive assistance. So if you're showing something through your phone camera, Gemini picks out what's important, guides you, provides info on what it sees.
That's a significant step towards more intuitive, context-aware AI assistance. Analyzing real-time visual input, highlighting key info, makes virtual help much more practical, interactive, bridges the gap between digital and physical worlds.
Like troubleshooting a device with AI help in real time through your camera.
Exactly that kind of thing.
We're also seeing smarter search and translation. Microsoft piloting semantic search in Copilot for Windows 11.
So you could say, find the tiramisu recipe, and it understands your intent, not just keywords.
Makes results far more relevant, and Google revamping its Translate app.
With AI-powered fast and advanced modes and a gamified language learning experience. Plus, ChatGPT is now leveraging Google Search for real-time answers.
That changes everything for chatbots, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Not limited to training data anymore.
Right. They can provide up-to-the-minute factual responses, profound implications for how we interact with online knowledge, semantic search, better translation, real-time chatbot answers. It fundamentally changes how we access and process info.
And get this, Chinese unicorn Z.AI partnered with Alibaba Cloud.
launched a versatile AI agent for phones, tablets, desktops.
Yeah, that autonomously handles tasks like food ordering, reservations. A true all-in-one assistant taking proactive action.
That all-in-one agent signifies a leap in general-purpose AI for everyday users, moving beyond simple queries to proactive execution, blurs the lines between digital assistant and personal concierge, shows AI becoming deeply embedded in daily routines.
Even telecom is getting transformed. Searle's partnered with OpenAI.
To debut Southeast Asia's first fully AI-native telecom platform in Singapore, promising improved customer experiences.
An AI-native telecom platform. What does that even mean?
Well, it suggests rethinking customer service, network optimization, personalized offerings from the ground up using AI. Aims to improve efficiency, user satisfaction through automation, and intelligent data analysis. Sets a new standard.
Fascinating application. Okay, healthcare and life sciences. AI making significant inroads here too. The Glass app.
Offered hands-on medical AI assistance with a free trial. And interestingly, patients themselves are sharing how ChatGPT helps them advocate for themselves in clinical settings.
So it's a dual impact, helping doctors and empowering patients.
Exactly. Tools like Glass can augment medical pros, assisting with diagnostics or info retrieval, and patients using ChatGPT to understand conditions or frame questions. It empowers them to be active participants in their own healthcare, improves advocacy, closes knowledge gaps.
Informed patient engagement. That's powerful.
Very. And for global health support, Raises AI launched a pilot program in Lebanon.
Providing AI-powered scribes to ease paperwork, boost refugee doctors' efficiency in a hospital there.
This is profoundly impactful. In settings like refugee hospitals, admin burdens severely limit doctors' time for patient care. AI scribes free up valuable time, letting doctors focus on treating patients.
A great example of AI tackling critical inefficiencies in humanitarian contexts.
Right.
Where every minute saved matters.
Absolutely. Even drug research is getting a boost. TrackPaw Scientific secured $2.3 million.
For AI tools to improve preclinical research data reliability, potentially speeding up drug development.
Improving preclinical data reliability is crucial for accelerating drug discovery. AI tools can analyze vast data sets, spot anomalies, ensure integrity, reduces errors, increases efficiency in early stages.
Could lead to faster breakthroughs, getting life-saving drugs to market quicker.
That's the hope.
In the public sector and social good, Salesforce rolled out Agentforce for public sector.
Enabling government agencies to deploy AI agents for citizen services, admin tasks.
This seems like a big move for government efficiency.
It is. Automating admin tasks, improving response times. AI agents can alleviate staffing shortages, provide more responsive, personalized interactions for citizens. Potential to transform public service delivery, make it more agile, transparent, user-centric, available 24/7.
Now, law enforcement and immigration. Pakistan's Federal Investigation Agency deployed an AI app at Islamabad Airport.
To combat human trafficking.
Yeah.
And a newly launched AI app promises to streamline immigration processes globally.
Those sound potentially beneficial. But on a more complex note, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement adopting Palantir's Immigration OS.
An AI system to track immigrant movements.
Yes. This highlights the ethical tightrope, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Tools to combat trafficking or streamline legitimate processes can be genuinely good. But systems like Immigration OS for tracking movements raise significant privacy and civil liberties concerns, sparks debates about balancing operational needs with individual rights.
An area needing critical public scrutiny and careful regulation.
Essential.
On a lighter note, social impact funding. Spark pledged creator fees to Sesame Workshop.
Reflecting growing ties between AI creators and social impact, yeah, that's a positive trend. Shows awareness of AI's societal role, an effort to channel profits back into educational and community initiatives. A promising sign of corporate social responsibility.
Good to see. Finally, gaming and immersive worlds. AI taking center stage here. Runway's Game Worlds beta.
Sparked a flood of shared, non-linear playable experiences. And DeepMind's Genie 3 still drawing attention.
For generating interactive worlds that could train agents safely across rare, complex scenarios. And agents training within those worlds in a closed loop.
Yeah, these are revolutionary for gaming and virtual environments. Runway suggests users creating and interacting with AI-generated dynamic experiences. Genie 3 is even more profound, creating worlds to train other AIs. A closed-loop learning system.
Could lead to incredibly sophisticated AI behaviors in virtual worlds. a powerful feedback loop for AI development itself,
Exactly. And Mistral-powered NPCs delivering richer dialogue and games.
making interactions much more immersive, moving beyond static scripts to dynamic, context-aware conversations.
Elevate storytelling, player immersion, and the robotics demos. Ricci 2 playing ping pong, the broader Robot Olympics.
Showcases rapid advances in embodied AI, robotics, diverse platforms doing complex physical tasks, hints at robots performing intricate real-world functions with more dexterity, autonomy, moving beyond simulations.
It's happening fast.
So from managing our calendars to revolutionizing drug discovery, creating game worlds, what's the overarching message about AI's real-world footprint?
I think the overarching message is that AI is no longer some distant future concept. It is actively shaping our daily experiences, becoming an indispensable component in critical sectors.
Moving from niche tool to integrated assistant.
Often invisibly, in nearly every aspect of life, offering both immense convenience and critical support. This pervasive integration brings huge opportunities, but also complex challenges, fundamentally redefining how we live and work.
All right, we've covered a lot of ground on capabilities and applications, but as AI gets more powerful, more pervasive, it forces us to confront some really big questions.
The heavy stuff.
Yeah. Let's delve into the big questions, risks, ethics, and the future human role. Navigating the perils, the profound ethical dilemmas, even the environmental cost.
This is perhaps the most critical section. As capabilities advance so rapidly, so do the stakes. Understanding these inherent risks, the ethical considerations, it's paramount for guiding AI development responsibly, ensuring it aligns with human values.
Let's start with navigating the perils. Security, safety, and systemic risks. We're seeing emerging security flaws, and they're pretty concerning.
Unfortunately, yes. Researchers found a critical vulnerability in ChatGPT 5 and other top AIs,
Allowing hackers to steer prompts to less secure models through simple phrases, even innocuous-looking ones.
That's a serious concern. Such prompt vulnerabilities mean the safeguards built into advanced models, the ones meant to prevent harmful or biased outputs, can be bypassed.
Leading to generation of dangerous, unethical, even illicit content potentially.
Exactly. It highlights that constant cat-and-mouse game between developers and malicious actors, and the urgent need for robust, multi-layered security filters that anticipate these clever attacks.
And it's not just text attacks, image scaling attacks.
Discovered that Google's Gemini and similar models are susceptible, yeah. Hidden prompts inside images can manipulate AI output. Experts are urging industry-wide defenses.
That's insidious. The malicious input is embedded invisibly in visual data.
Right. An AI could be tricked into doing unintended things or generating dangerous content based on what it sees, without the user even knowing about the hidden prompt. Raises huge challenges for content moderation, trust in multimodal AI. Visual inputs can be stealthily poisoned.
And cybercriminals are already exploiting AI itself, using AI website builders like Lovable.
To craft convincing phishing sites, launch large-scale cyber attacks more efficiently than ever. Yeah, that's deeply worrying.
AI dramatically lowers the barrier for criminals to create sophisticated, believable phishing campaigns.
Making it much harder for people and organizations to detect and defend. It necessitates a parallel, equally rapid effort in developing AI-powered defenses to counter these evolving, potent threats.
Okay, in terms of model safety and reliability, Anthropic outlined methods to filter that CBRN content.
Chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear, aiming for safer models without degrading utility.
That proactive approach seems crucial for responsible development.
It is. Directly addresses concerns that advanced AI could be misused to generate instructions for dangerous materials or even help develop them. The challenge, of course, is doing this filtering without harming overall utility or creating unintended censorship, keeping it helpful while being safe.
But even with precautions, research flagged subtle post-training bugs
that emerge only after deployment. Yeah, underscoring the challenges of real-world AI reliability, like a software bug that only appears after the product's already out there.
Why does that happen?
It highlights the inherent complexity of these systems. Bugs manifesting only after real-world deployment are incredibly hard to anticipate and debug. They often arise from interactions with unpredictable external environments or user behaviors.
Points to limitations of testing, need for continuous monitoring, robust error handling.
Maybe new methods for verifying safety and reliability in unpredictable real-world scenarios.
And there are methodological cautions. Mixing RL reinforcement learning training and inference backends can covertly push learning off policy.
That's technical, but critical for training integrity. If an AI starts learning off policy, Its actions are no longer aligned with its intended goals or the data it was trained on.
Which can lead to unexpected or undesirable behaviors.
Covertly, yes, making the model unreliable, even dangerous in complex situations. It calls for rigorous adherence to training protocols, careful validation of complex RL setups.
All these concerns lead to stark human-level AI warnings. Yoshua Bengio warned human-level AI could be closer than expected.
Urging urgent safety work. Yeah, Bengio's warning is a serious call to action, suggests the timeline might be shorter than many think, making AI safety work not just important for the future, but urgent now.
Underscores the need for accelerated research into alignment, control, ethics.
To manage the profound societal implications before these systems potentially outpace our ability to understand or control them.
So after exploring these threats and warnings, what's the fundamental challenge facing the industry in building safe and secure AI?
The fundamental challenge is that the pace of developing AI capabilities is currently outpacing our ability to fully understand, predict, and mitigate all the potential harm.
We're building faster than we can secure it.
In some ways, yes. We're in a race not just to build intelligent systems, but robustly secure and safe ones. The industry faces a critical challenge to move beyond just creating powerful AI to embedding safety, transparency, accountability into every layer of development, or risk significant widespread societal harm from systems we don't fully control or comprehend.
Heavy stuff. Okay, let's talk ethics, accountability, and societal impact, where AI bumps up against our values, our human experience.
Yeah, concerns are growing as platforms log granular user behavior and AI systems increasingly shape opinions, raising questions about data sovereignty, even cognitive manipulation.
That touches the core of individual autonomy and privacy, doesn't it?
Absolutely. When AI tracks and analyzes minute details of our online behavior, then uses that data to subtly influence our thoughts or choices, it raises profound ethical questions about who controls our digital selves, the potential for manipulation on a societal scale, subtly eroding free will.
Here's a particularly poignant example. That AI chatbot mimicking the late Bollywood actor Sushant Singh Rajput.
Stirred huge controversy. Family members called it emotionally distressing, raised serious ethical concerns about recreating deceased personalities without consent.
This is a deeply challenging ethical frontier, isn't it? Digital resurrection.
It really is. The tech might allow it, but the profound emotional impact on surviving family, friends, and the fundamental question of consent for someone deceased, it's highly problematic. Raises the question, should technological capability always dictate ethical permissibility? Especially with grief, memory, personal identity involved.
Very sensitive. Experts are also arguing AI literacy should be taught early.
Yet a shared definition still lacks, hindering mass understanding and responsible use.
Why is that lack of definition such a problem?
It's a major impediment. How can we prepare society for an AI-driven future if we can't even agree on what AI-literate means? This gap hinders effective education, public discourse, developing responsible usage guidelines, leaves many feeling overwhelmed, misinformed, even manipulated.
Okay. When it comes to human judgment versus AI advice, Andrew Ng emphasized AI augments investment analysis, but human judgment, relationships remain decisive.
Yet nearly 40% of Britons turn to AI for financial advice, but many remain wary, highlighting a trust gap, need for cross-referencing with human experts.
That perfectly illustrates the tension, doesn't it? AI's analytical power versus human wisdom and trust.
Exactly. AI can process vast financial data, spot patterns, but lacks the nuance of human experience, ethical understanding, the ability to build genuine trust. That trust gap in financial advice is a critical warning sign. AI should augment, not replace, human expertise, especially in high-stakes personal decisions.
Ultimately, experts stress that societal choices, not tech alone, will determine how AI is adopted.
Placing responsibility on collective decision-making. Yeah, this is a crucial takeaway.
AI is a powerful tool.
And like any powerful tool, its impact is shaped by how society chooses to wield it. This puts the onus on all of us, citizens, policymakers, businesses, developers, to engage in informed discourse, set ethical boundaries, make conscious, collective decisions about AI's role, rather than just letting the tech dictate its own path.
So, after grappling with these profound ethical questions, privacy, digital identity, human connection, expertise, what's the most urgent challenge we face as a society?
I think the most urgent challenge is to move beyond simply reacting to AI's advancements and instead proactively shape its role through collective and critical engagement.
Be proactive, not reactive.
These aren't just technical challenges, they're fundamentally human, societal challenges. They require careful consideration, clear guidelines, robust public education, broad participation to navigate responsibly. We need to define the future we want with AI, rather than letting AI define our future for us.
Well said. Let's also consider the environmental cost of intelligence.
Something often overlooked, but increasingly critical.
Google reported a pretty impressive 33x reduction in Gemini's energy and carbon per prompt year over year.
Claiming each prompt uses electricity of 9 seconds of TV time, just 5 drops of water.
Yeah, those claims highlight a concerted effort towards greater efficiency, which is commendable. As AI gets used more, cumulative energy use could be enormous.
So any reduction per prompt is significant. It reflects growing industry awareness of its environmental footprint and the need to address it.
But expert scrutiny and debate follows, right?
Of course. Experts are challenging Google's claims, arguing the company underreports hidden environmental costs, carbon emissions linked to training, running advanced models, fueling wider debates about AI sustainability.
This raises the issue of transparency in environmental reporting.
Absolutely. While operational efficiency improvements are real, the full AI lifecycle, energy-intensive hardware manufacturing, constant training and retraining in data centers has a much larger footprint. The debate underscores the need for standardized, comprehensive reporting to truly understand and mitigate AI's ecological impact.
Prevent greenwashing and ensure genuine sustainability.
Exactly.
And the alarm bells are ringing with global grid overload warnings.
Researchers from Microsoft, NVIDIA, OpenAI sounding the alarm. Massive AI model training could destabilize electrical grids worldwide, urging urgent collaboration on new standards, energy management tools.
This is a critical long-term challenge needing immediate attention. As AI scales to that gigawatt-scale training like XAI is targeting, the energy demands become immense.
Potentially straining existing electrical infrastructure globally, leading to blackouts, energy crises. This calls for not just more efficient models, but fundamental innovations in energy production, storage, management, and cross-industry collaboration to ensure sustainable AI growth without jeopardizing global energy stability.
So when we look at the environmental implications of AI's rapid growth, what's the starkest reality we need to confront?
The starkest reality is that the efficiency race in AI isn't just about speed and cost. It's profoundly about environmental impact. As AI scales to these unprecedented levels, the energy demands could become unsustainable.
Making transparent reporting, truly green AI initiatives, fundamental shifts in energy infrastructure, absolutely crucial.
For the planet, yeah. Without a proactive, transparent approach to sustainability, the environmental cost of intelligence could undermine the immense benefits AI promises, leading to a future we haven't adequately prepared for.
A sobering thought. Finally, let's look at AI in the workplace, redefining human roles.
Where the rubber meets the road for many of us. AI fundamentally changing how we work, what jobs look like.
This area sees some of the most immediate tangible impacts, forcing reevaluation of skills, corporate policies, even trust dynamics.
It's a dynamic transformation of the very fabric of work.
We're seeing productivity mandates versus employee behavior. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong mandating engineers adopt AI coding assistants, like Copilot.
Or face job consequences.
Yeah.
Signaling an aggressive top-down push for productivity.
That's a strong approach.
Reflects a belief that AI tools are essential for staying competitive. Sets a precedent for how some companies might integrate AI, making AI proficiency mandatory. Drives rapid adoption, but raises questions about employee autonomy, support for adaptation, potential resistance.
Especially when you contrast it with that MIT study. Over half of U.S. employees willing to break corporate AI rules for convenience.
With many even expressing more trust in AI than human colleagues. That's a huge disconnect between policy and practice.
What does that tell us?
It highlights a critical trust gap and a major challenge in corporate governance. Employees clearly see the practical benefits of AI for efficiency, even if it means breaking rules. The fact many trust AI more than colleagues. It indicates companies need to do more than just set rules.
They need to understand why employees are doing it.
Yes, and address those underlying reasons. Foster a culture of safe, effective AI integration that aligns policy with practical utility.
This is truly reshaping professional roles across the board. Commentators noted AI has reframed software work beyond just syntax recall.
Towards real engineering skills.
Yeah.
And designers urged to evolve into design architects as product cycles compress.
What's fascinating here is how AI seems to be elevating the human role, not just automating it away.
I agree. Instead of focusing on rote tasks, it's shifting focus to higher-level conceptual thinking, problem-solving, strategic decision-making.
For software engineers, focusing on architecture, complex problem definition. For designers, becoming strategists, orchestrating AI tools.
To bring complex visions to life rapidly, yeah, it's about augmenting human creativity and intellect, not replacing it.
But despite all the hype, there's a potential hype bubble in business AI too.
Another MIT study reveals 95% of business generative AI projects are falling short of expectations, most failing to produce revenue or productivity gains despite massive investment.
That's a shocking number, 95% falling short.
It's a sober reminder of the challenges of effective AI deployment. The potential is immense, but the reality of integrating AI into complex business processes, getting tangible ROI, managing organizational change, it's incredibly difficult.
This AI hype bubble suggests many companies are investing heavily without clear strategy or realistic expectations.
Underscores the need for careful planning, pilot programs, a deep understanding of how AI can truly add value beyond just the promise.
So, when we consider AI's profound impact on the workplace, what's the key lesson for both employees and organizations navigating this transformation?
I think the key lesson is that the future workplace will be a hybrid one, demanding a fundamental reevaluation of skills, roles, corporate policies.
For organizations.
It's about intelligently integrating AI to truly enhance human capabilities, achieve tangible, sustainable outcomes, not just chasing hype.
And for employees.
It's about embracing lifelong learning, adapting to new tools, and focusing on those uniquely human skills, creativity, critical thinking, emotional intelligence, that AI will augment, not replace. It's about collaboration, not just automation.
Collaboration, not just automation. That's a great way to put it. We've journeyed through an incredible landscape of innovation today, haven't we?
We certainly have.
From AI-powered health breakthroughs, literally redesigning biology, to smarter everyday tools personalizing our digital lives. We've seen the intense corporate battles, grappled with critical ethical dilemmas.
The pace of change is undeniable. New models, tools, applications emerging daily, sometimes hourly, it feels like.
It's been a profound deep dive, revealing how AI isn't just a technological advance, but a fundamental force reshaping industries, economies, our very way of life.
The breadth of its impact from the minuscule biological scale to global energy grids is truly remarkable.
So as AI becomes more embedded in our lives, guiding cars, offering medical advice, and with that efficiency race, making frontier-scale training more accessible than ever. This raises an important final question for you, our listener. What new responsibilities do we, as users and citizens, have in critically engaging with this technology? How will you ensure you're not just informed, but truly empowered in a world increasingly shaped by artificial intelligence?